Let me know what went well for you. What sticks out as one thing that went well? Let me know in the Q&A box. Cool, cool, cool. Happy New Year. Oh, I got married. I love it. I love to see I love to see some of the names. Nancy, hi. Congratulations on your 10-year milestone. I was so happy to read that this morning. Moved to Portugal, year of love, divine union. Thanks to you. Oh, well, thanks. You did the lo dissolving love blocks. I remember this, and you've also done a lot of work yourself, but thank you. Earned more of my business than ever before. Left a toxic job. That's huge. Intuition went well. Travel went well. Universe pushed me to leave a job that was suffocating me. Yeah, wasn't 2025 like a pressure cooker? It was kind of like whatever couldn't stand, whatever could not exist anymore moving forward had to go. I had a couple things, and I heard this from a lot of people. It kind of sounds like December was pretty rough for a lot of us, like some of the things that just really, hey, you have to detach from this. You've got to leave this. You've got to go. You've got to change this. You've got to shift this. They came up right in our faces and forced us to make decisions and shifts. And so, if you had a rough December, you were not alone. And hopefully, you're feeling a little better now. But what I want to do today is I want to kind of find one of the patterns or one of the things that has maybe been a pattern in the last year or has maybe been a pattern for many years, possibly your whole life. I want to kind of feel into kind of the one thing that really is an energy that has to go for this new year. And then make sure you stay all the way till the end because we're going to spend the last 15 minutes after we clear the energy of what needs to go. We're going to spend the last 15 minutes generating the vibration of where you're going, right? Because we don't just sit and hope anymore, right? A spiritual child just says, "Oh, I hope this happens." But a spiritual adult says, "All right, I got to generate the vibration that makes this happen. I have to become so unequivocally a vibrational match to where I'm going that the universe just has no other signals from me. It only gets the signal of, I want this, I want to go here." And so, thank you guys so much for sharing your wins. I know sometimes we can have certain years that might feel hard to see wins, but they're always there. So I'm very grateful that you guys are sharing those with me. Lots of healing this year, it looks like. Tapped into my intuition more. I'm so excited to see those of you who did my intuition mastery and coach training this year here. I have been missing you. Oh, lots of people here. I love this. Well, so I know that some of you are already familiar, but I do want to kind of review the scale of consciousness with you. So, what you see right here on the screen, this is Dr. David Hawkins' scale of consciousness. And what we do here in these energy healing webinars is we find some of the lower frequencies that are existing in your field of energy, and we start to clear them out so that your energy can expand and you can be more of a vibrational match for God, the universe, pure consciousness, ultimate consciousness, the force, whatever you call that, so that when you are in harmony and in closer resonance with that universe, with God, that you easily just put your intention on something and you're in oneness with that thing you're intending. So, as you can see on this scale, everything is energy, right? The chair you're sitting on, the hand in front of you, the hair on your head, if you have hair, otherwise the skin on your head, the air in the room, the emotions in your field, the thoughts in your brain, every single thing is made of energy and vibrates at a certain pace or frequency. And when those frequencies are slow, they are moving really slow, they become dense and they become what we kind of call in my world a block, right? So when you've got energies around you that vibrate at the level of shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, we've done some work on desire, that energy of I want something but I don't have it or I can't have it. Um, some of those lower frequency energies, when you've got those stuck in your field, meaning they showed up but they didn't process out, when those get stuck, they vibrate so slowly that they become a dense kind of block. So when spirits, God, source energy, the universe is trying to kind of move through you, it kind of gets blocked, right? Bring you all the things, when all the money, the love, the things are trying to come into your experience. These are the things that kind of block those from coming in and from you collecting. And then also what these lower frequencies do when they get stuck in your field is they drag down your, what we call your overall frequency, kind of your overall vibration. Your overall vibration is going to determine whether your energy is contracted and you're kind of feeling withdrawn from the world or separate from everything, or whether your energy is feeling expanded. So when your overall frequency kind of vibrates up here into the level of peace, joy, love, this is when your energy expands. You're connected with all the things you're putting your intention on. You're connected with all of the opportunities. You're connected with all the money, all the people. You can easily connect your heart to others. You easily have conversations. You can really easily put your intention on anything you want. And you can kind of draw that in because you're in oneness with it already. And also in these high frequencies, you have the ability to kind of know anything, right? Like this is in my intuition mastery. We kind of taught people as you expand your energy out, the more you can expand your energy out, the more you're able to know anything, right? Because anything that is available to know is in this universe. And as you expand your own energy out, you connect with anything there is to know. So I'll actually walk you through a little bit of that as we connect to the light. So what we do in these energy clearings is we connect you to the light. We bring all that light inside of your body, and then we expand your awareness out. And that way I can feel you, I can see you, I can see what blocks you're working with. And from there, I'm actually going to prompt you all with a question that is going to show you and show me what is ready to clear today. What is kind of the ripe energy, the ripe blockage or the ripe pattern that's ready to clear today so that you can release it. And so as what happens there is as you bring up that energy, I can see everybody's energy collectively, right? So if someone is bringing up a pattern that you also have, let's say here this fist, let's say that this is what their energy block looks like and it's a specific vibration. Let's say this is like a certain belief. If you are vibrating with that certain belief, this person who brings it up kind of brings it up in you because there's resonance. It's being pulled out of you because it's here in the field. So if any of you are feeling a little heavy right now, a little nervous, a little bit of something in your body, heaviness, that's because all the people here are pulling up what is yours, right? Some people always say, oh, I can feel other people's stuff and it's getting in the way. No, what's being pulled up right now is your stuff, and they're just helping you to see what your stuff is. So what we're going to do first is we're going to connect to the light, and then I'm going to ask you a question. That question is going to prompt what your block is. We're going to go in and clear all that, and then at the end, we're going to start using that blank space and that high frequency and that expanded state where you're able to manifest. We're going to kind of start programming you with the vibration of where you're going or where you want to go. And just so this happens every webinar. Somebody says, "How do I find the chat box?" That it's the place where you wrote that. So that whenever I say write to me in the chat box, so what I mean is the Q&A box. Sometimes I say chat box, so that's probably confusing. So, all right, if you're able to, let's go ahead, close out any other browsers, and if you're able to, go ahead and close your eyes. Obviously, if you're driving, don't do that. But if you're able to, let's go ahead and close your eyes and let's take a deep breath right into that heart chakra. Take a deep breath right into that heart chakra and exhale. Noticing that your heart chakra is made up of cells, subatomic particles. It's made up of all these vibrations. Your heart chakra contains kind of a lot of organs, bones, tissues, and then a lot of space in between. Right? Breathe into all that space in between the energy that vibrates. Noticing, do I have some protection in here? Do I have some hesitation in here? Just breathe into all the open space between the organs, tissues, bones, in between all the dense vibrating energy. Breathing to that open space that we want to feel porous and let the universe, let God, let the light in today. Take a big deep breath into there. Good. And so what you're tapping into is kind of your energy, your heart chakra, the energy that's kind of your heart in between all of the junk or the programming or the emotions or the heaviness or the protection that's in there. Just kind of breathe into that space in between it all. This is your energy. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to bring your awareness up into your throat. Feel into all the energy in your throat. All of it, anything you've got in there, all the cells, the heaviness, the tissues, organs, and the space between. Go ahead and bring your awareness up now into the third eye, up into the crown. And now take your awareness up 300 feet above your head. So take your energy, your awareness, all the way up 300 feet above your head, where you're going to see, sense, or feel a bright white light. And you're just going to go ahead and feel that bright white, high frequency liquid light. You're going to feel that coming down from above and moving down into your crown chakra. And just feel it kind of penetrating the top of your head, penetrating the crown chakra. Letting that light just start to move into all of the physicality and all of the dense pockets of energy. Anywhere you have built up any beliefs or perceptions that you are separate from the universe, kind of feel that light penetrating that belief system, that blockage. Let that light move into that brain. Let your brain merge with the mind of God, with the mind of the universe. Let your brain kind of come into oneness with the source of all energy. Let your brain merge with that. Feel that oneness. Good. Just allowing that light to kind of penetrate any dense, heavy spots you might feel. Use your own intention to just kind of direct that light around and then down into your throat chakra. And if you feel any heavy, dense spots or if your awareness is brought to any spot, just kind of use your intention to bring that light to that spot. Let it penetrate the dense energy, the heaviness there, and let it just start to dissolve on its own. Good, and just allow the light to move into your throat. Let that light move into your shoulders. Kind of take a deep breath in here, and on your exhale, just let all the weight on your shoulders dissolve. Let it release. For the next 45 minutes, you do not need to worry about anything. All you need to do is create a space that just allows your stuff to purge and release and clear. So right now you're taking a break from the brain. You're taking a break from your nervous system telling you all these things are real. Right now we're going to get in touch with some things that aren't real. They're just patterns. So as we bring more light into the heart, now you're going to spread that energy down through your heart, through your shoulders, down your arms, down your back. Just feel that light again, penetrating every spot. We're connecting you to the light. As you connect with the light, you'll be able to know and feel and clear anything. So feel that light now moving down into your solar plexus, right where your ribs attach in the front. This is your power center. So anywhere you've been sucker punched this last year, anywhere you gave away your power, anywhere it felt like others were creating your reality, anywhere your stress went to them, go ahead and feel the light just penetrating that energy. Everywhere you gave away your power, just kind of let that get penetrated, and we're going to release all that energy. And just allow that light to move down into your sacral chakra, just down below your belly button. Feel that light swirling around front, back, and sides of the sacral chakra. Let that light kind of penetrate your digestive system. Kind of feel into anywhere there's things, situations, conversations, patterns that haven't digested for you, things that you couldn't move through yet emotionally or mentally or physically. Just let that light hit the digestive system. Let it penetrate any heaviness. Now let that light go down into your hips, down to the base of your spine. Let that light kind of coat the nervous system gateway that's right down there by that tailbone. Good. And then just let that light move down your legs, down your knees, down into your shins, and into your feet. And feel that light going down into the ground and all the way down to the center of the planet. And when your awareness, when your energy gets down to the center of the planet, just go ahead and feel how you're anchoring in to the planet, right? We're going to expand ourselves pretty wide today. So we want to anchor into the planet. Just use the intention to kind of drop an anchor there. My soul stays here on this planet. And then just go ahead and feel how at the center of the planet, you are completely warmed by a pink, gooey liquid light, a mother's love energy. Kind of feel that unconditional support and love from Mother Earth. Pure unconditional support for everything you want to do, everything you want to be, everything you want to have here in this body. on this planet at this time. Just feel that unconditional support. And if you don't know what that mother's love feels like, go ahead and imagine how it would feel, or even just let the planet show you how it feels. It's more loving and less conditional than anything you've ever known on the planet as a human. So just take a big deep breath in here, and on your exhale, just sink into it a little bit deeper. I am so supported by this planet to do whatever my soul is called to do on this planet at this time in this body. I am so supported in being really abundant while I do it. I am so supported in being guided toward the right moves. Feel all the support. I've got all the support I need here. I was called to this planet for this specific reason. Good. And you're just going to go ahead and feel that pink light, and you're going to now use your intention to direct that pink light up like an elevator. Feel it coming up into your feet, up from the center of the planet into your feet. Feel it coming up into the ankles, moving up the shins, up into the knees, up the legs, and into the root chakra, just lighting up that root chakra, opening it up so that energy can release today. Anything that's not you, anything that's a pattern or a belief or an emotion, that anything that's not you, we want to pave the way for it to just release with ease today as we put our awareness on it. Go ahead and let that pink light come up to your second chakra, your sacral chakra, just below your belly button, opening that chakra up from front to back like a funnel. Feel that light moving up into your solar plexus where those ribs attach, opening that solar plexus. Good. And then just feel that light coming up into the heart chakra. You're now connected from above and below. So take a big deep breath into that heart chakra where heaven and earth meet. And on your exhale, you're going to expand your awareness out 360 degrees around you. Go ahead and expand your awareness out past any and all emotions you might be vibrating, whether consciously or unconsciously. Feel yourself expanding out past the room, getting bigger than all of your own programming, getting bigger than how you believe the world works, getting bigger than all of your experiences, getting bigger than all of your thoughts. Expand your awareness out now past the building you're in, sending love and blessings to everyone in the building. Expand out now past the town you're in, sending love and blessings to everyone in the town, expanding past the state or the region or the province you're in, connecting your energy with all the money available here, with all the people you came to serve that are in this field right now, with all of the opportunities that are available here in this region. Feel yourself coming into oneness with all of it and sending love and blessings to everything and everyone. And on your next exhale, go ahead and expand out past the country you're in. Good. Getting so big that you are bigger than all of the country's patterns, the way things are working here, the way it's going, the way that people think, the way that people move. Notice yourself just getting more aware than all of it. When we get bigger than anything, we can see it. That's why we want to get way bigger than our patterns today so that we can even see that they're there. On your next exhale, go ahead and expand out past the country, out past your continent, past the oceans, and eventually now out past the entire planet. Feel your energy connected with everyone and everything on this planet. Notice that you're in oneness with all of it. You're all from the same source of energy. The only reason you can see a difference in anything is because of the vibration. So the only thing that makes you actually separate from anything is just the vibration you're in. But truly, you're all connected from the same source. And on your exhale, go ahead and expand out into the Earth's atmosphere. And eventually, you're going to cross into the cosmos in 3, 2, 1. Just feel yourself vibrating with the cosmos now. In this extremely expanded state, you are able to know anything. You are able to see anything, any patterns, anything we ask to see, you can see it because your energy is bigger than all of it. It's expanded. It's in oneness with a higher frequency, and it's expanded so that you can see whatever you need to see. So what we want to clear today is just a pattern that we are going to leave back in 2025. So what I want you each to do right now is I want you to think of something that didn't go well in 2025 or something that didn't measure up to your expectation or hope. So just think this to yourself. You're not writing anything in. I'm going to have you, if it's not something from 2025, you might just think, basically what I'm asking you is, what is your most ripe complaint? If you had one complaint about how life is going or what's going on, dwindle it down to one sentence and just go ahead and write it to me in the Q&A box. Tell me your most ripe complaint. What seems to be happening? Okay, body's not healing, chaos and scarcity, lack of abundance. And you don't have to write into me, you guys. I just like to know what energy is here so that I can look and clear. Money blockages. I cannot tell you how many people, it seems like everybody is writing into me about money blockages in the especially in the last couple of months. Even like tons and tons of people who I've worked with over the years who had built momentum and were getting success, all of them are coming back with money stuff. So we're kind of in a start over with money phase. Like people are kind of shifting into needing to do something different. So all the money stuff is coming up. Everybody's being called to see the new layer of money blockages. So angst, my partner, doubt, my partner not making enough money, lack of health, blocks to receiving money. I stay small and hide my voice. Yeah, so I'm just reading through all of these. Work opportunities were good, but fewer, small and smaller scale. I hear a lot of that. Trusting the wrong things that are outside myself. I don't have enough money. Inability to hold boundaries and say no. Physical problems that keep getting worse. Oh, I love seeing so many of you guys here that I haven't worked with in a long time. Hi, Sally. Stagnant in multiple areas, physical, body, health. Okay, so I'm not going to read all of these out loud, but I am reading all of them to myself. Okay, so what I want you to do, close your eyes and I want you to breathe into your body. Notice that this complaint itself has a vibration. Again, I'm asking you to choose just one for now. Some of you have many complaints. All of us probably do. But I want you to pick the one that's the most ripe right now. And I want spirit to show you, where am I holding the vibration of this complaint in my body? And just feel where it gets heavy. Let spirit show you, whether by lighting it up with heaviness or drawing awareness to it. Some of you might kind of feel just your brain say, oh, it's there, or go there. Take your awareness here. Some of you might feel heaviness in an area. I always tell people you cannot get this wrong. Wherever you are drawn to is where the energy is. Again, you are in such an expanded state that you have the ability to know anything. So your body, your brain is in touch with the intuition to know where you're storing the vibration of this complaint. Good. Okay, so what I want you to do now, breathe right into this energy. Breathe right into this area. Feel how dense or tense this area feels. Right? Again, this pattern you're in, this complaint you're having is just a vibration. This is probably not new for you. For most of you, this vibration showed up a long time ago in another form and has just been being reflected back to you in all the different ways throughout your life. But notice right now, you're right at the source. You're right in the spot where you've been holding it. So what I want you to do, take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, take your awareness and contract it so that all you're aware of is this spot. All you're aware of is the complaint, the vibration of the complaint. And don't worry, you're not going to get stuck here. Okay, so my first question, in order to get the vibration out, we've got to get the emotion out. It's being held in place by an emotion that is making it stick. So my question to you is, what is your emotional reaction to this complaint? And just allow. Some of you it will come up slowly, some of you it will come up quick. What is the true emotion? If you weren't just thinking positive or if you weren't distracting yourself, how do you feel about the fact that this is being reflected in your life? What is your true reaction? If nobody was looking and if you had full access to how you truly feel about this. I now invite that emotion to come up. For many of us, we don't even know it's there. This is my true reaction. This is how I really feel. When I'm not trying to out vibrate it or when I'm not trying to tell myself it's okay. And just remember that scale of consciousness. Do I feel shame? Is that the vibration? Is there guilt? Is there apathy, grief? Am I sad? Am I afraid? Am I angry? Am I feeling pride. Go ahead, and you are just getting really in touch with this. And what I want each of you to do right now is to invite this emotion up to be fully felt. So taking it out of the unconscious and bringing it to the surface allows the slow moving dense vibration of this emotion of that holds this pattern in place. It allows it to start loosening up. As you start feeling this emotion, it expands a little bit so that I can push some light in through it so that we can easily dissolve it. So if you're doing nothing else, just close your eyes, breathe right into that spot. We're going to bring a ball of light right to that spot and just get yourself really present to your true reaction, right? So your true reaction to this reality is vibrationally what is holding this reality in your field, right? The unconscious reaction to it is what keeps telling the universe, like, oh, this thing I'm complaining about, it's here, it's here, it's here. So it's been showing up in your life probably in a couple different ways. So as you're breathing through the emotion, this is just step one. We're just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting everywhere I hide this emotion from myself. We delete that, uncreate it, transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Again, just getting present to reality. We're getting present to your reaction and running light through there so that it loosens up. And so as this emotion is here, some of you might have a huge emotion. Some of you might still be kind of working with your own ego to even know that it's there. Wherever you're at, what we're going to do is go into the next level of what's making this stick. And my question now is, and again, remember, you are connected and expanded in a way that you have the ability to know anything. So you can see any information you ask to see. So right now, I would like Spirit to show you, how old were you when this complaint originated in your life? Just let an age pop up. Some of you might see a number psychically of an age. Some of you might just see a scene from your life where you experienced this before, some maybe for the first time or maybe for the worst time. Some of you might just feel something and you can kind of your body is simply bringing you back to an emotion. Everybody kind of psychically sees energy differently. How old were you when this complaint originated in your life? We're finding the root, right? So whatever you've been experiencing lately is just because this energy's probably been with you for a long time, and what you're seeing in your reality being reflected is simply reacting to your old pattern. So this is a familiar vibration. It came from somewhere, and the universe is just reflecting it back to you now. So as we ask Spirit to now transmit your soul, your awareness back to that age and see what was going on, just kind of notice. Let Spirit show you what was going on at this age. If you're not getting any information, let Spirit maybe show you who was in front of you setting this pattern in place. Always remember, things were happening, but it was me who imprinted the energy, right? So as spiritual adults, we don't blame anyone anymore, but we see, okay, this was happening, and it was me that decided life works this way, that this is what reality is, that this is what the vibration will be that I'm setting my set point to so that I can adapt and just be in this world. Notice you don't have to anymore, so we're getting aware of it. As Spirit takes you back to that age again, just see what's going on. And if there's any old emotion coming up, let yourself go into it fully. We're processing through. And I'm over here just kind of clearing and releasing and uncreating your attachments to this. And so now I'm going to ask one more question. And after I ask you this question, this is going to determine kind of more information for us. What did I decide was true? What is the belief that developed at that age in this situation? And then if you would like, go ahead and write it to me in the Q&A box. Just kind of the one sentence belief. What did I decide was true? What is the belief that developed as I was in this situation? And just keep breathing in. Again, you're getting really present to this. If it feels really heavy, push yourself right into it. Push yourself right into the edge of it. We are getting aware that it's even there. The more you push yourself into the edge of any emotion that's there, the more you're getting light in there so that it can clear. If you feel yourself avoiding any of this, just go ahead and delete, uncreate, and transmute any patterns of avoidance and go right in. You're not going to get stuck here. Good. Oh, oh, you guys have been writing in for a while. I haven't seen a lot of that stuff. Okay, so feel into these are the this is a bigger energy. This is the vibration. Again, this is kind of the way of being, the energy I imprinted that I've been taking through, maybe my whole life, maybe the last couple years, whatever age this showed up. This has been something in me. As we take accountability, like it's been me that's been a vibrational match for it. And now it can be me that clears whatever this is. So I want you to just kind of breathe into it. I want you to feel into this belief. I want you to feel into this energy, this way that you concluded life works. And I want you to breathe light right into this spot. And on your next exhale, we are going to delete, uncreate, and transmute all of my own attachments to this belief. Feel everywhere my ego thought this was reality. We just release, uncreate, and transmute the ego. Good. Releasing all that energy out. Okay, good. We've got a lot of you guys here. I'm just going to kind of go through some of these beliefs that are coming up that are here for the whole group, and I'm just going to clear what I see. So everywhere I'm supposed to struggle. So whether I'm supposed to struggle for money, I'm supposed to struggle for love, I'm supposed to struggle for health, we're going to release, uncreate, and transmute everywhere I have the belief that I'm supposed to struggle, I should struggle. We just delete that, uncreate it, and transmute it. Everywhere life is hard, we release that. Good. Again, remember, it's me that thinks this. It's not true. It's me that's vibrating with it. And I've been taking my vibration into every single room with me. So we release it from me. Everywhere I believe life is hard. Everywhere I believe I am not safe. Everywhere I'm not safe, this person who wrote this, and I'm going to release all that energy on your ears. Everywhere you're covering your ears, we're just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting. Whenever there's negative feedback or meanness that makes you feel unsafe, everywhere you didn't want to hear it, we just release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Okay, everywhere no one supports me, feel into everywhere that's true. We're just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that. I'm releasing that from your tailbone, moving that out. Everywhere no one supports me. Deleting that, uncreating it, transmuting it. I'm going to stick to you real quick and I'm going to support you. So I'm going to go into your energy and I'm going to support you. Let yourself feel how that feels. Let yourself feel how foreign that feels. And then let that bring up all the beliefs that no one supports me. We release, uncreate, and transmute that across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And then going deeper into that, everywhere I have to sacrifice something for someone to support me, or everywhere I have to sacrifice something in order to get money or get love or get something, we release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Okay, this person is saying I have to control the outcome. Okay, and actually this feels like a good place to kind of get everybody's energy. I want your body to pull up everywhere I have to control the outcome. And I'm going to ask your brain to go even farther. If I don't control the outcome, just feel into everywhere my nervous system has a reaction. So go ahead and feel yourself being faced with what happens if I can't control the outcome. We're going to release, uncreate, and transmute the fear of chaos. We release, uncreate, and transmute the fear of abandonment. What I can feel on this person is that you're having to let someone else, you're having to either delegate a decision or delegate something to someone else. Feel into everywhere they won't come through. We're going to release, uncreate, and transmute that. Feel into everywhere others won't come through. So this feels like about 90% of you are vibrating with this. So that's why I'm sticking to it. Feeling it everywhere. I don't trust people to come through. We're releasing, uncreating, and transmuting all cellular memory of empty promises or forgotten promises. It almost feels, I'll call the energy drunken promises, right? Like, oh, let's get together, right? But never heard from again. Feeling it everywhere you're holding in your field of energy. I'm just going to call it drunken promises, empty promises, forgotten promises. We release, uncreate, and transmute everywhere this kind of causes a lack of trust in others to follow through. We just release that. Good. Feel that just releasing out. Everywhere I am not worthy, we're releasing that, uncreating it, transmuting it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Good. Let your body show you everywhere I'm not worthy. Go ahead and remember that's not actually true, not actually real. Just based on certain experiences, things happened and you believed it. Everywhere I believe it, I now unsubscribe. I unbelieve it. Release that. Okay, everywhere no one will ever choose me. I want to call that up. Everywhere there's the belief, and you're in the vibration that no one will ever choose me or love me. We release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, space, and reality. I always blame you guys when my throat does that. It's like, oh, you've got a lot in your throat chakra, but actually this time I think it's me having that. So just releasing that. And the reason I think I have it is because this next person, I think I've got some of this energy too. She says, I have to stay small. So she says, and protect others' feelings at all costs. So here's what I want each of you to do. I can feel, and I've been feeling this for myself, right? I like to play small so that I don't have to deal with, other people's junk, right? But there's a point where you get blocked, right? Like you need to expand and get a little bit bigger and then out vibrate what they're what beliefs you have about your responsibility for their feelings, right? What I'd love for each of you to do, close your eyes, breathe into the body. And in just a second, I'm going to ask, how far out are you allowing yourself to go? So how small are you playing? So take a deep breath in and let yourself expand your energy and see where it stops. How far am I letting my energy expand? When I ask how far out does my program of staying small go? Some of you might have it really close to home, really close to the body. Some of you might have it out a couple inches, a couple feet. Some of you might be expanded out past the planet. You're not playing small at all, but feel into how far I can expand my energy before I start to feel like I'm taking on the energy of what other people's feelings or feeling responsible for other people. Take your next deep breath in, and on your exhale, go ahead and expand your awareness out past that. Shatter the energy. Everywhere I've kind of been confined in a certain space in order to stay safe, we're just releasing that, uncreating it, and transmuting it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Use your intention. Your intention can trump all of your programming. Your intention can be out vibrate all of the patterns and programming. So use your intention. How far out do you want to expand? How far out do you want to be seen? How far out do you want your services to reach? Use your intention to expand that far and just feel yourself breaking through the glass or breaking through the wood or however you see the energy of this barrier that you can't play bigger than. Feel yourself releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And everywhere I can't have what I want, I release that. Everywhere I can't be seen, we're releasing that, uncreating it, and transmuting that. Everywhere I'm always going to be alone. For some of you, this feels like I'm going to be alone in my vision. I'm going to be alone in seeing my own specialness. For this person, it feels like I'm going to be alone vibrationally. Like everywhere I disconnected from I disconnected from what it feels like is sharing energy, right? I disconnected from feeling oneness with others. We're going to delete, uncreate, and transmute that in your heart chakra. And for you, it feels like it's on the back of the heart chakra. So everywhere I detached from connecting with others, we're just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And this feels like just kind of a coldness from family, like a disconnection from family, whether actually or whether emotionally when they're actually with you. So we're just releasing everywhere I've kind of patterned in that there's this coldness amongst humanity. We're releasing that. Good. And everywhere I'm small and unseen. I release that energy out. Feel that releasing from your ankles. Everywhere I have a ball and chain keeping me small and unseen, I release that. Good. Uncreate it and transmute it. Now I want to call up the energy inside of you that says, what I do is never good enough. Feeling it everywhere. It feels like what I do is never good enough, whether to me, to the world, to the people who I'm selling to my boss, to my kids, to my family, to my parents. What I do is not good enough. We're going to release that. Go ahead. And what it feels like for you is let's undecide. Everywhere you decided that what you do is never good enough, we're going to undecide that. Everywhere I was less than everyone else. Go ahead and feel all vibrational memory of feeling less than everyone else. And we're going to release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. All brain memory of feeling less than everyone else. Go ahead and feel your brain just starting to release this out. All that energy of shame of feeling less than everyone else, kind of feel into, I don't have space for that in 2026, so it has to go. Just releasing that. And the thing about that shame, that feeling less than everyone else or feeling like nothing you're doing is good enough, not worthy of love and attention, feel how all that shame, it did serve you in a younger environment. Like, I have to remember this so I don't overstep, so that I don't, embarrass myself. Feel into everywhere I committed that shame to myself. We're going to decommit, uncommit, unsubscribe. Feel all that shame releasing. Good. Releasing, uncreating, and transmuting. Everywhere I wasn't worthy of love and attention, we release that because it's not evidence of anything moving forward. Okay. Okay, this person's saying everything was just going to be a little bit hard. Feel into everywhere I committed to that everything's just going to be a little bit hard. And actually, I would love to ask this question to each of you. Keep your eyes closed if it helps you see better, but I want Spirit to show you which authority figure or which majority taught you that everything's just going to be a little hard. Who taught you that? Where did you learn that? And just everywhere you've got an attachment to that person, right? Like, I want to fall in line with how life works for that person so I can stay in resonance with that person, so I can be loved and connected to that person. We're going to release the connection from the authority that everything's got to be a little hard. We release that, uncreate it, transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Okay, so feel into everywhere I don't have control in life. And we're just going to release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And what I would like Spirit to show each of you again, let Spirit guide your awareness to another heavy spot in your body. Where am I holding a pattern that says, I don't have any control? And I'm pulling this up not from a place of ego control, not from a place of force, but you actually have the ability to create your life through your intention and through your connection with source. When you're in connection with God, the universe, source energy, your thoughts are always in oneness with the mind of God, right? So those are your true thoughts as you're in that oneness. So what I want to clear and release and uncreate is everywhere you've kind of stepped into your ego's will, and the ego's will wants to control. Go ahead and release the ego's will. We delete, uncreate, and transmute everywhere my ego wants to go rogue and impose its own will. We release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Those of you who did my Universal Law School 2 class, you learned about the law of free will, where the question really is, whose will is it? Who's me? Who's my free will, right? And when you're in oneness with the universe, divine will actually is the same as your will. When our ego branches off, when we've got these ego programming, that's actually the ego's will, and the ego's will is never truly free. The ego's will is controlled by patterns. So we release, uncreate, and transmute everywhere my patterns have taught me control. Go ahead and release those control patterns so that we can get you back into oneness with being divinely guided with the highest and best for yourself, not what your ego is trying to do to stay safe. Okay. This person says money would solve all my problems and make me more lovable. So feel into everywhere. Okay, what I want to do, since so many people have said before, like, that money's become an issue, I want you to feel into everywhere money is the root of my problems. Feel into everywhere thinking about money takes my vibration and tanks it. So here's what I'll actually ask you to do. Sorry, I'm all over the place with this one because again, I could do all day, every day clearings on money and have different things to say in every moment. Right now, what feels ripe to say is, where do I feel heaviness in my body when I just start thinking about money? Go ahead and think about money. Okay, 2026, got a money goal. Where do I feel heavy? Breathe into that spot. Bring a ball of light. Imagine, visualize a ball of light. Feel into every part of that light starting to penetrate the heaviness of that low frequency I'm holding when I think about money. Go ahead and release, uncreate, and transmute everywhere I associate money with my problem. Everywhere lack of money is my problem, or money itself vibrates so slow, it feels like a problem. We're releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Good. Feel into everywhere I don't deserve what I want. We're going to release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And what I want you to do too is I'm going to delete all cords to where I learned that. So we just learned that from parents or authority figures who they never felt like they got what they deserved, or they didn't feel like they deserved what they wanted. How far back does this go in my family? We're going to release across all lineage, across all time, and across all DNA strands. Everywhere I don't deserve what I want, just releasing that, uncreating it, transmuting it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Again, think of us, we grow up in these families and then these communities and churches or towns where things are working a certain way. And so if all of us in this community or in this family don't deserve what we want, then we start to think that's normal. Notice you're now going to pluck yourself out of that community and out vibrate it. The people who kind of get out of those and have a different experience than the rest of their family or the rest of their community, they're the ones who out vibrate it. Some people are born out vibrating it, like they just never take it on. And other people, like most of us, we adapt to it and then we have to clear it. So everywhere I don't deserve what I want, let's go ahead and release that, uncreate it, and feel your own energy just kind of out vibrating it. So many people are doing life this way, but I'm not, right? Feel into everywhere I'm bad, we're going to release that. Everywhere no one wants me, we release, uncreate, and transmute that. Everywhere I'm vibrating any irreversible decisions or consequences and choices, we're going to release that. Good. Everywhere my voice doesn't matter and no one listens to me, just go ahead and let that release out, uncreate, and transmute. Good. Feel into everywhere I've got a pattern of being liked. I'd rather be liked than anything else, than to be honest with myself. Kind of feel everywhere I'm blocked by the desire to be liked, we're releasing that. Everywhere I'm blocked and I'm being inauthentic through my desire to be liked, we release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Feel into everywhere I trust no one and nothing, we release that lack of trust. Just feel everywhere I committed to the vibration of being sick. Good. Just releasing all that energy everywhere. It's okay to be sick, or everywhere I've accepted being sick, like I checked the box, I will be sick. We're going to release that, uncreate it, and transmute it. So again, sometimes we take on certain energies because they lift us out of where we're at, right? Like let's say we're sick and we feel shame about it. It elevates us to hold the belief it's okay to be sick, right? So that was actually a belief that elevated you out of a certain circumstance. Now let's just clear, uncreate, and transmute all of that, and so that we can move into health. So just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting anywhere you made decisions that got you out of shame. We just release, uncreate, and transmute where you made it okay to kind of not be okay, right? That's a popular saying, right? It's okay when you're not okay, right? Great. Let's delete that so that it's also okay to be good. It's also safe to be great. So just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting anywhere you've been settling for okay. Good. Everywhere people hurt me, I release that. Everywhere I have to do everything and it's all hard. Let's just feel that releasing, uncreating, and transmuting across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Everywhere it's impossible to be me, let's go ahead and let that release from your ears. Good. Everywhere I'm not worth loving, go ahead and let that release permanently. Let that release for good. Feel into how everywhere it's not safe for me to take up space. Let's just release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Good. And just feel any of the patterns that are ready to go. Everywhere that judgmental criticism energy is present, go ahead and release that. That's a way to stay safe, right? We judge and we criticize so that we always feel like we're okay, right? If they're not, if I'm somehow above them in this moment when I criticize, go ahead and feel into everywhere I need to do that to stay safe. Everywhere I'm on my own. So even when I'm at home, I'm still on my own. Just releasing everywhere I'm on my own. Everywhere I want to vibrate with that, just releasing that. Everywhere I've delegated answers, we release that, uncreate it, transmute it across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Feel into everywhere I feel like I'm a weight in someone else's life. Go ahead and just release yourself from that pattern. Everywhere others have the answers, just release that. Again, you have the answers. If you're in your expanded state, you have the ability to know what to do, where to go, what to say, what to offer, what moves to make. Go ahead and feel everywhere. If you have a pattern that says only others can tell me, you're gonna just go down their path and it's not gonna work for you. So feel everywhere you're attached to their answers. Just releasing all that energy out. Good. Everywhere I'm in the vibration of being excluded, we just release that. Good. Everywhere I have to be right all the time, go ahead and feel that releasing, deleting, uncreating, transmuting across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Good. Okay, I'm starting to see a lot of the people are kind of have written a second thing in, and so I'm sorry if I didn't get to yours, but we're going to now start to release everything and move into a different frequency. So just kind of notice anything that I have left that still feels heavy, use your intention to just let it release, uncreate, and transmute across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Okay, and so breathe into your body now. Notice again, your body is made up of energy and space, and you just released a lot of energy and you've created a lot of space. So I want you to breathe into the space between. Breathe into the space you just created. You've just made your own field of energy more porous so that the universe, God, source, light can move through you. You can be in more oneness with all that is. You can be in more oneness with what you want to create. You are going to now be more of a vibrational match for what you want when you put your intention on it. So what I want to ask now is, without this big pattern you just cleared, you got rid of the emotion of it, we released the belief of it, and then you released a whole bunch more because of all the people who are on here. My question for you now, go ahead and close your eyes and let your brain take you through this question. What is possible without this pattern? What is possible without this pattern? What can I create if I don't have this pattern? If it never worked this way for me, if I can go back and relive my whole life without having ever taken this on, what would be possible? Write into me in the Q&A box. Tell me, how would you like to feel from here on out? Without this old pattern, how are you going to feel in your everyday life? What can now be true for you? Write it into me. And what I want to invite you to do is to just now take a vibrational psychic preview. We are now in a vibration where you never took this on. And the great thing about the difference between you and somebody who never took it on is you actually got some of the lessons from it. So thank you, universe, for the lesson. Thank you for keeping me safe in my childhood environment. Thank you for keeping me safe wherever I was. I now don't need that pattern. Show me what it feels like. What would I feel like if I were someone who had never had this? Good. I would feel certainty, knowing, confident, free, attractive, happy, joyful, loved, abundant, right? What do I feel like when this is here? Good. financially free, healthy weight. Anything and everything is possible. Authenticity. I want spirit to just give you a preview. Go ahead and let it get even better. What does it look like? What are you seeing in your life when it gets even better? What does it feel like to be you when it gets even better? And now I want you to kind of allow yourself, if you hold this vibration, when you're in the reality or in the vibration of the reality now, if you sustain this all the time, the universe can't help but reflect this back to you, right? So sometimes we think, oh, let's just get a quick jolt of this. And then where is it? No, we want to hold this. So what I want you to do is I want you to get a preview of yourself in 2 months, already having this. And it's been real for 2 months. And I want you to now we want to activate this with what are you going to be saying to people? So you can say it to me in the Q&A box, or you can envision yourself saying an update to someone like, guess what? I've got this going on. Guess what? I just made this much money. Guess what? He proposed. Guess what? I'm getting married. Guess what? We're pregnant. Whatever it is you want to be updating people on about what your life is like and what is real for you, what are you going to be saying? If you're in a place where you can say it out loud, go ahead and say it out loud. Get the vibration of your voice in the reality. Tell me too. I'm curious and very nosy. What are you telling people? What are you saying to people? Like, yes, I closed this deal. Right? This, and I'm not going to say any of these out loud. Guess what? Da 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 da, right? I so badly want to say them out loud, and I love you guys so much. I bought this. My business has done this. I created this much money this month. Finally started this. Yes, I'm making lots of money. Good. And just go ahead and feel yourself telling everybody, let yourself ground into this reality so hard. So you're grounding in with psychic vision. You're grounding into it with what you're saying. You're grounding into it with what you're feeling. And now what I want to ask is, as you're in this reality, what are people saying to you? What are you hearing from other people? If this is your real reality, what are other people saying to you? Go ahead and take a minute and write down the things that people will be saying to you. Like, yes, how can I give you money? How do I work with you? Will you marry me? You're pregnant. What is it you want people saying to you? Whether that's the person you're closing something with, or whether that's just the people around you who are like, you look really happy. You just seem really great. I just really love being around you. What are people saying to you? Let yourself psychically hear that now. Good. As you psychically hear it, let yourself feel how it feels to hear it. We are making you unequivocally a vibrational match in every cell, in every way, visually, hearing, feeling, talking. So go ahead and just breathe in on this. You're right now, you are in a blank space and a high frequency. So you're just taking your energy all the way into experiencing this now. Visualize this experience happening now and generate the emotional reaction to having this experience, right? An hour ago, you were unconsciously having the emotional reaction to that complaint. Now you're consciously, you have cleared that and you're consciously generating a reaction to something new. Good. This is what sends a signal to the universe about what you want to attract, right? We are always attracting our reality. We're always a vibrational match for what we're seeing. So right now we're being intentional and conscious about what we're creating. You're generating the vibration of the experience now. And what happens is that all those universal wheels that have been in motion, they'll shift directions in order to kind of deliver this experience to you in the 3D world. The universe is now saying, oh, this is what they want. So you have to give the universe a signal. You have to hold a vibration that the universe reacts to. Good. Giving the universe a signal of what you want. And this is what you're generating right now. And what I will tell you is that momentum is everything. The universe responds to the vibration you're already in. Your brain reacts to, or I'm sorry, your body always reacts to what your brain thinks is happening. And the universe is always reacting to what your energy thinks is happening. So you don't have to wait for something to arrive in order to be in gratitude about it. You actually want to generate the vibration inside of you that says, it's already here. It's already happening. I'm already rich. I'm already in love. I already closed this deal. I'm already sipping Mai Tais at the country club, whatever. I'm already celebrating. I'm already grateful. And once you generate this energy, you want to sustain it. So take a big, deep breath in and release that energy. Go ahead and expand this version of you. This is a totally different version of you than you were an hour ago. Go ahead and expand this version of you out as far as you'd like this version to be felt. You want to send this through to your town, to your state, to your country, to the world. Let them feel you here. The people who are a vibrational match for you here are going to get kind of a vibrational intuitive hit right now. They're going to be like, you know what, I should contact this person, or where do I go on the internet? What book needs to fall off the shelf? Whatever needs to be guided to you starts to be guided to you when you expand this version of you out, when this signal is being put out. So universe, what would it now take for me to sustain this vibration, to wake up every day and feel this? I want to ask your soul to remember that as soon as your eyes open and you wake up and you're on that pillow tomorrow morning, as soon as your eyes open, remember this vibration. Let it hit you. Let yourself remember. Right? Because when you spend every day of your life holding this vibration and taking action steps that align with this vibration, this is what creates lasting change in your life, right? So, and I know one of the things that has happened in the last year with most people I talk to, not everybody, but a lot of people lost momentum. They created a great reality. A lot of people that I was working with in the past, we were working together and they created a great reality. And this is myself included. We were all coasting. We did it, right? And then what happens is we kind of lost momentum, right? Sometimes things happen that make us lose our drive, right? Things happen, consequences happen, energies get stuck, we have setbacks and we lose our drives or we lose our resilience or we stop having discipline, we kind of get complacent. So for next year, I wanted to create something that, helps the people who have lost their drive or who have lost any of that resilience or their discipline or their ability to connect others. So for those of you who want to continue sustaining this vibration with me, I'm offering the 2026 activation sessions in January, and that starts next week on the 7th. It's what that's going to be is it's going to be a weekly clearing. The first week will be drive. The second week will be resilience. The third week will be discipline, like what's going on that made me stop honoring myself so that I keep working on these things. And then our fourth week will be our ability to connect with others. And then what's different about this series from every other January series I usually do is that in the days between, in the Saturdays between, I'm going to be hosting guided meditations. So kind of this activation I just walked you through it at the end of this clearing, I'm going to be doing that every Saturday just to remind you, just to keep you in the vibration, just to kind of help you remember, like, this is the real you, the one you feel right now. This is available to you all the time. We just have to remember. We just have to build momentum with that. So that is just a quick series that is priced at $399, and it's priced at that until I believe Sunday or Monday, the 4th. And then after that, it goes up to $500, but the regular price is $500. Right now it's $399. But that's just for those of you who, like, you feel like you want help sustaining this. You feel like you want help regenerating it or figuring out what's been blocking your drive, what's been blocking your ability to kind of keep going when you're not feeling that resistance, when you're not that resilient. So like I said, I usually like to host a quick series every January for people to just get a jump start. It's a lower price point so that whoever wants to come can hopefully come. And then, yeah, it'll give you a nice little jump start for the year. You can find the information for that at highwattliving.com/group. And all of the more detailed descriptions of what each clearing will include are on that page, are on the offer page for that. And then just a preview of what's ahead as well. Everybody has been asking me to do money stuff. And I'm always like, well, I've already done so much money stuff and there's recordings, right? But people love to do money stuff live. Go into the money blocks live, generate money energy live. And what they always tell me is like, whenever I'm working with you, that's kind of when I'm doing well, right? Like, I know that when I'm working with you, things just kind of seem to be elevated, right? So I'm going to be hosting the Financial Momentum Experience starting February 24th, and that's going to be 12 weeks, 12 weekly clearings, activations, probably going to do just a little bit of everything. When we go on these rants and we get to a vibration, I want to do that 12 weeks in a row. Some of you guys who did my Dissolving Love Block series a couple years ago, you know that 12 weeks is enough time to stay consistent at a vibration, to really face the stuff that comes up, that's really in the way. So this helps us get to steady momentum with money manifesting versus some short bursts where you're there and then you lose it. We want to sustain it. So I'm going to be in the 2026 success activations and in the financial momentum experience. I'm going to be creating them so that you can take each recording and listen to it all week so that you can just stay in the vibration. And that was going to be called Possibility Squad, but I was like, everybody just wants to talk about money. So let's just make it all about money, and that's it. Because that's where a lot of people want to put their focus this year. Because money is survival, right? Money is money. If health is important, money is important, love is important, connection is important. It's all important. But I noticed that when you clear money blocks and you get your money energy right, a lot of the other stuff kind of falls into place. It's a lot easier to be at ease in your own energy. And, it's a lot easier to be at ease in your own energy when money's good. So then you're more available for love. You're more relaxed when it comes to your body. Everything kind of gets better. So, so that's what's coming up. The financial momentum experience is, the link is at highwattliving.com/possibility. All of my stuff coming up is at highwattliving.com/group. It's on my website, highwattliving.com/group. And then also for those of you, if any of you want not a private session, but a semi-private session with me, I've got 2 of those coming up. I've got one January 16th and one on February 6th. And what those are, it's a 4-person Zoom meeting, not a webinar, but a meeting where each person gets 15 minutes of one-on-one clearing with me. And those have been really fun because whoever shows up together on the same one, usually it always feels like there's a divine appointment. Everybody clears the same stuff that's, what comes up for one person resonates with another person. So you kind of basically get a full hour of clearing for the price of a quarter of a session, right? One-on-one with me for 15 minutes, but people always say like the whole thing felt like a one-on-one. So that's just available if you'd like it. Those are $250 each. And yeah, any of you guys who have any other questions, feel free to email me, support@jackiebeam.com, or you can write something to me here. But I have private session packages. I'm offering smaller packages to 5 or 10 people this year. Probably people I've worked with before or people I'm familiar with who, know what working with me privately feels like. But if you're interested in doing some private sessions, just send me an email. I'll send over the packages. And thank you guys so much for being here. I'm extremely, extremely grateful that you all showed up. I love doing this complimentary clearing every year. You guys will get the recording in 24 hours. If you want the recording soon, it'll be uploaded in about an hour or 2. But if you want it sooner, you can just email me, support@jackiebeam.com, and I'll just email it to you when it's ready. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to those of you who have been here for years. I loved seeing your names here, my friends, some of my former clients, some of the people who have been to High Watt Live, some of the people who've been on webinars in the past. I'm really grateful just to see your name. I'm so grateful to work with you. I miss a lot of you. I would love to see more of you. So I hope 2026 is wonderful. If you feel like you want to clear a different complaint that you had from 2025, just re-listen to this and put your other complaint in mind, and it'll clear a totally different layer of energy. I could go on forever. I love doing this. So can't wait to see some of you guys in the 2026 activations and hopefully the financial momentum experience. And I will hope to see you prosperous this year. All right. Adios. Thank you for your messages. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful year.